Hi, welcome back to DVD and the Red Box. I track all my movies. I do not have an app. I'm not very good with that sort of thing. I'm not very good with technology in that. I find that working with apps and stuff, I'm very absent-minded. So you can show me how to do something today, and by dinner time, I've forgotten how to do it, and you will get incredibly frustrated with me because it happens all the time. Hubby can show me something now. I'm sitting on the couch. He'll show me something, and then I'll go and we'll eat dinner, and I'll come back and I'll be like, "How did you do that again?" So I'm not very good with technology, so for me to get an app and scan all my movies and my books and stuff, it doesn't work for me. I'm still very much of the age where things like I like lists. So I'll write lists down. I do have an app on my phone that I use now and again. It's like a little notepad thing. But what happens is I'll write my list and then I'll forget to look at it, or it will disappear on my phone. I'm thinking, where the fuck is that app? You know, this happens to a lot of us as we get older. Please don't laugh at me. So I like to write things down, and I find that the best way to do this is on a spreadsheet on my computer. I love doing it because as soon as I get new movies, I can fill them in. And I'm a bit obsessive. I don't have it open here. I'll see if I can find a little piece that I'll video it and I'll insert it here. Okay, I'll try and insert it. Maybe at the end of the video, I'll insert the look of what I do. But I have I have two spreadsheets. The first one is physical media. So anything that is in my actual DVD collection down here, down there. Okay, anything that's in there, I have a spreadsheet for it, and it's divided up into different categories. I have my comedy, my anime, my superhero movies, my Batman collection, which I will speak about at some stage. That is separated. That is separated out because it's like this big, different categories. Not a lot because my collection's pretty curated. I only buy what I really am going to watch more than once. So I have that. But then the biggest collection of film I have is on the red box. And the red box, I have got a spreadsheet this way, as wide as, you know, my arms. And then this like this. And I also have that categorized. So I've got my vampire films. I have werewolf. I have mummy. I have mummy. I have um, movies like my thriller films, and then I have slasher films. You see where I'm going with this. So each section has got a little column, and I then put all my movies in. Now I put the film, the name, and then I put the date that it was released, the release date. Because as you well know, some movies are made, they sit on a shelf for 5 years, and then they are released. Okay, so I like the release date, not so much the make date, because sometimes that can be extremely confusing, especially if you want to look the film up either on Wikipedia or IMDb or Letterboxd or whatever. If you type in the wrong, like the make date, it will kick you out. It won't show you that because it was a lot of these sites work on release date. Okay. Then what I do is I have got categories. Obviously, on the red box, I collect all film up to and including the year 2000. I do not collect anything beyond 2000. So movies from 2001 and up, I'm not interested in actually keeping in the red box. Main DVD section, yes, that's a different story. But on the red box, it's all retro, vintage, classic, pre-code. Okay, um, and what I've done is each of those little time periods, those little eras, I've color coded. I've color coded them. So anything that is a classic film, okay, it's between this date and that date, um, it's red. Let's say so. All those little dates are in red. Then let's say pre-code. So any film up to and including 1935 is in yellow, and all my little things are all in yellow. So when I look at the spreadsheet, I can see immediately that's retro, that film's pre-code, that film's classic, that one is vintage. It just makes my life easier. I know it's excessive. But I know people who are even more excessive. They will take the movie title, they'll take the alternate title if it has one, they'll take the director, They'll take the year it was made, then the year it was released. I mean, these people are, you think I'm obsessive. These people are way, way above obsession. They're like in a whole level on their own. But I think it's really important to classify your movies, especially if you have quite a lot of movies. Like I have a lot of movies on the Redbox. Um, some also because I'm interested in, okay, 90% horror, but I'm interested in a lot of different types of movies. Like I'll watch vampire movies. I enjoy vampire movies. I'm not a huge fan of zombie movies, except the very, very old 1930s, 40s zombie movies. But then again, I'm a sucker for anything that's got a ghost in it. So that has to, I can't just bomb horror and put all these things in, you know. A movie like um, I don't know, like Alligator, is very, very different to a movie like The Changeling. Okay, one's an animal attack movie and one is a ghost movie. Now I can't just put those all together, and then you got like something like Taste the Blood of Dracula, wonderful Hammer horror film. I can't put that in there, and then Lon Chaney's Wolfman. They're so different. So you have to put these things in their own little categories. I do have a friend who, and it kills me, absolutely kills me. I'll go to his house, and he only collects physical media, 4K, blah blah, all those fancy things. Okay, but he literally has no, he doesn't have any order on his shelves. And when he gets a new movie, he just sticks it in wherever there's a little space. He'll put it in. He knows exactly where every single film is. I look at that shelf and my skin crawls. I think because I'm such a methodical person. I mean, you can understand if I have all my werewolf films, then all my vampire films. That's how I like to work. He's just got everything shoved onto a shelf, and it's neat. But I'm just think I don't want to look at his shelves because they actually give me, when a goose walks, they say the goose walks over your grave. Oh, I can't stand that. But he knows where all his movies are. So that's fine. I can't. I'm sorry. I have to have my spreadsheet so that I can go and I can say, right, tonight I'm going to watch, vampire movie. How many vampire movies? Okay. Oh, okay, let me watch, Twins of Evil or something like that. So I need that. All right. It makes me feel in control. I'm a bit of a control freak, as I think I've mentioned in one or two of my other videos. I like to control, especially things like DVDs, my collections. My collections are my babies, okay? So don't fuck with my books, my tarot cards, especially not my DVDs, and don't touch my red box, okay? Moenie my rooi doos handle me, okay? Don't handle my red box. Um, Even hubby knows, don't fuck with the red box. I think once he went onto it and I don't know what he did. I think he must have clicked the wrong button. And thank God he took the one file and took the whole, let's say the vampire file, and moved it by mistake into the werewolf file. And all my vampire movies were gone. I was hysterical until we eventually went through the whole thing and we eventually found the file. Thank God he didn't take all the movies and put them into the werewolf collection, because then I would have had to go through each movie and anyway, so he's banned from even looking at the red box, okay? Because although I collect physical media, the red box is 90% of my movie collection. And if I lose that, you'll have to put me into a rest home for about 2 weeks. I'll have such a seizure. All right. So yeah, you know that I've actually completely forgotten what this video is about. Um, Categorizing films. You probably think I'm totally insane. I am. I am. So categorizing. How do you categorize your movies, by the way? Do you like make spreadsheets, or do you have one of those fancy? I think it's quite cool though if you can use an app like that. You scan all your movies in, and then it. I don't know. I think some of it brings up the poster and the make and the people who made it and the cast. I think that's pretty cool. For me, I think it's too much. It's just too much. I wouldn't know what to do with all that info. If I really wanted to find out the cast and crew, I just go into IMDb. It's the only thing I really use IMDb for, because I find that their rankings are absolutely fucking ridiculous. But that's another DVD that I'm going to do. Another another movie I'm going to do. God, I haven't even started drinking yet. Um, so yeah, how do you categorize your films? Do you make spreadsheets? Do you just shove it all on the shelf? I've never seen anybody else do that. I watch a lot of you guys with your beautiful collections and showing your collections off, and you've all got a system. Um, So yeah, what do you guys do? Let me know down below while you're down there. Tickle the like button, press a few other things, go and subscribe. And yeah, I'm Matt from DVD and the Red Box, and I'll see you on the next reel.